Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for my earth and air signs. Yes, I know I did fire and water about 2 days ago, and today we're going to focus on earth and air. Earth and air. So we're going to start with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then transition on to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? All right, for you guys, don't forget, if you guys resonate with the videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want personal readings, go to the description box below. You're going to click on more and you're going to see my email where you can contact me for personal readings. Also, if you guys want to donate, my Cash App and PayPal information is available in the description box below as well. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today for you guys, I'm gonna get started with Taurus, but just for the whole day, I think I'm gonna focus on the anime tarot deck. I'm also gonna focus on the Black Moon astrology cards, and I think that's it. All right, what is it today for? The date of September 10th through the 11th. So don't forget, we are here celebrating the 1010 portal, okay? 1010 portal, it's where it's at today. What did I want to say? Hey Tara, welcome. Sorry. The name or the title of this reading should be the 1010 portal. I think I'm gonna change that later once I'm done with the reading. But let's see, are there any intuitive messages for the 1010 portal, like to get us started, right? Anything with the 1010 portal here? I'm getting this 1010 portal is going to be a little, I'm not gonna lie, this 1010 portal is going to have us feeling a little bit on edge. And the only reason I say that is, remember, Jupiter is going retrograde, right? I think it's Jupiter, Mercury, and another planet is going retrograde for the next 3 to 4 months, right? And so I'm getting this season, we're really focusing on like the conflict of things, the conflicts that keep coming up again and again and again. And I feel like a lot of us are just dealing with that, because the two cards that came out was the Five of Swords and the Tower. These are the two cards that came out for this. And so the beautiful thing about these two cards, if you take a look, people think that these cards are terrible, but they're really not, right? Because when you think about the Tower, we think about Mars, that fiery, action-oriented Mars energy. It is also considered a conflict card, right? But it almost seems to me like this season you may be triggered. And again, it could just be family members, it could be friends, people you live with, coworkers that bring out these versions of you that will want to start conflict. And the only reason I had a call, a lot of these people want things from you. They want things from you that I feel only you can give them. And I feel like one of your strategies here is to walk away. I feel like the strategies for you guys is, I feel like you're just so intelligent. So I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, you just step away from these conflicts, from these issues, right? Which makes sense. And from an Aquarius mindset here, right? And then you guys, again, I feel like by you walking away, it causes people, it disarms people, and it shocks people because they weren't anticipating that, right? It could be considered a strategy on your part, or maybe you just don't want to engage. And because you're choosing not to engage this season with a lot of things that would have caused you triggering, that would have caused conflict, it would have made you upset, and it probably did, or it probably will. But the thing is, you just don't want to engage with it because you know how low you can go. And so I'm getting that this season, you guys are going to focus on just letting it be. It's almost as if you're surrendering to the conflict because you're like, this is a waste of your time. It's a waste of your efforts. It's like you got other places to be. You have other things to do. And I feel like just because a lot of people want to come in with conflict doesn't mean you have to pay attention to it. Is what I'm getting from you, right? It's almost as if you're realizing like you just don't want anything to do with it. So you're willing to I know, although it seems like you may attack here, it's just like you're just trying, that's your way of saying, get out of here. I don't want to deal with you this season. And that is a smart approach. I just think it's a lot of people right now, a lot of people in the collective are scared. They need some type of validation. I feel like a lot of triggers that are coming up are bringing up these feelings of self-worth, these, shadowy aspects of feeling needed and wanted. And I feel like for whatever reason, when it comes to you, they don't receive that. And so I feel like that's what causes the conflict. People are going to naturally gravitate to starting things with you because, again, you just won't give them what they need or what they want. And again, that's their own stuff. That has nothing to do with you. Okay? And I think you know that. But yeah, all this conflict energy, it's a little rough, but it's okay. You guys can handle this. I think you guys have been through this enough times to know what's worth engaging in and what isn't. Of course, they would start construction right now, right? Okay, sorry. All right, so let's get started with Taurus. 619. For Taurus, this is beautiful energy. So I've got you here as the Emperor. It's still Yang energy. It's still Yang. It's still authoritative. It's a leader. It's, it's that Aries energy. It could be considered I don't want to say conflict. It could be considered conflict, right? With Mercury in there. But it almost seems to me like, again, it just seems like you're pensive here. You're thinking you're 5 steps ahead. You are literally 5 steps ahead of issues that people may come towards you with. You're always trying to just see things from a better perspective, a better view, and making sure that wherever you go or however you maneuver is more beneficial to you. It's out of your own benefit and your own interest, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm just saying that you're in this state of mind right now. And I'm getting, because again, there's like issues this week. I don't know if it's work related or if it's things at home. It just has you in a state of mind where you just have to sit still and think about things before you even react. I'm getting that you are really trying this season to work on your temper, or just work on, like, what is that word? Working on not letting things get to you in the way that they do. So for example, if you're not the type of person who reacts and is harsh or is aggressive, you could be on the other side, right? You could be passive aggressive. And again, you know yourself better, right? In this situation, what I'm saying is these types of things that trigger you and get you to be in the state of retaliation or vindictiveness. I feel like you're really working hard in not engaging or becoming that, or allowing people to get that out of you. And so here you are, right? You got the Emperor. You got this card next. This is the King of Wands, right? He's a master. He's learned so much. This is like a flag, right? It's not waved yet. It almost seems like people have gotten you to a point where you're really, you've gotten to a point where people are going to push your buttons to get a rise out of you. And so there's this part of you that I feel like this person's going down the stairs, right? And when you go down the stairs, you meet this one. You meet devil energy, which is your shadow. Now, again, your shadow, people always give it a bad rep, but at the end of the day, this is the version of you that protects you. If anything happens, this is what you call discernment, protection, the talents and skills, persuasion, manipulation. All of this comes from this beautiful devil card energy, which is Capricorn and is Saturn, right? But again, I feel like it's chained up. This version of you is chained up for a reason. You've been, again, trying so hard not to let these conflicts get a rise out of you. And I feel like this season, it's only a matter of time before that energy comes out to play. And once that energy comes out to play, I think we all know, like, the devastation that takes place. The devastation that takes place with that energy. And I feel like you, again, are doing the best that you can not to let your shadow, come out and do things that, they're just, at this point, just beneath you, or maybe just not worth engaging in. But I sense the temptation there. I sense like your shadow wanting to come out. And I feel like you're trying to find ways to have your shadow come out and engage with your shadow in very loving ways, or in ways that are not harmful or detrimental to you or others in the long run. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're engaging in this energy, but you're trying to release this energy in a healthy way. And nothing to do with conflict, but I feel like that's when this energy wants to come out, when it senses conflict, because it's a fear, right? It's fear that if somebody is going to try to do something to you, you have to protect yourself, right? So this is activated. So what are you doing? You're finding healthy outlets for that energy, which is a really good thing to do. All right. So the next card you have is the Nine of Swords with the Hierophant. Now, again, this is also conflict energy, right? Because it's although it's mutable and although it's Gemini energy, it's still going to be like Mars. It's Mars, right? It's that conflict card again. It's that action-oriented card again. I'm just getting people are tempting you this season. I feel like this is going to be a testament to how much you've learned, right? How much did you learn this season? What happens when you unleash your shadow energy to protect you and defend you, and you go all out? What happens? It's mutual destruction. It is mutual destruction, and I feel like you're at a point where you don't want that to happen again. And so I feel like this is a reminder of that. What has happened in the past that has sent you there, that has taken you there, versus like what do you want to do differently this time? So for some of you guys, I'm getting people are going to attack you. I think it's verbally, right? It's verbally, but with aggression. And I feel like you're the better person here. You're going to walk away. That's actually going to make somebody more angry, because they're going to want you to engage with them. But because you don't, you literally, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to deal with you. And so I think that's for your protection, that's the best thing to do. Just walk away. That's a win for you, because it's like this person has the potential of ruining your day. Don't let them. Okay? With the Hierophant and the Four of Cups, I'm getting this again. This is right under this one. This is the teacher, right? This is the teacher, the person who learns, who's just a master at this point. This is the person who's on a spiritual path. They're on a spiritual path. They seek answers. They seek higher wisdom and learning here. With the Four of Cups, though, this is moon energy, right? What's hidden underneath, I really do feel like you're trying your best to avoid conflict, as you should. It almost seems like you're going to have a mediator intervene. So in case if things get out of hand, I'm getting somebody's going to come in and intervene to help you kind of validate your emotions. So I'm also getting validate your emotions. You're going to have somebody come in trying to kind of give you insight on how to better deal with these situations that you're in. Also journal about it and then validate your emotions, because if somebody's bringing fear out of you, that's not good, right? So be honest about how this person is triggering you and what feelings are rising up because of what they're doing to you, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, that doesn't mean bad things are going to happen. No, you're always protected. Don't get me wrong. You are protected. The divine protects you. And so it's free will though, right? Because people will always try to push buttons, but I'm getting, you know better. You know better. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it almost seems like a block. I feel like somebody's trying to block you from your path. They're trying to block you. They're trying to deter you from like your Wheel of Fortune energy, which is on this side. It's on the other side. It almost seems like the Wheel of Fortune is stuck because you I don't want to say it's a test. I just feel like when you feel stuck, things don't work out that way. That's when you tend to bring this energy out. And if you start feeling like you're cornered, back into a corner, it's never good. So please be open about that. talk about that with someone. With the Wheel of Fortune next, yeah, I'm getting a mediator. You're going to need to talk to somebody about this to help you kind of find resolution here between these two, right? It almost seems like a mediator on top of these two, trying to help them figure it out because it's too much. Or if not, this is like your two versions of self, right, that are trying to work together, right, and not cause any type of destruction to self or others. With the 12th house escape, yeah, it almost seems to me like you go there whenever you sense fear. You go to moments where, like, you go to dark places of how you would retaliate or what you would do to someone or how you would react to someone. I feel like that there's this like these patterns or these thoughts that come up when someone pushes your buttons, and I feel like you have this reaction in your mind, but just because you have the reaction or the thought in your mind, it doesn't mean that you're going to react, which is smart. This is good. This is just what it is, right? So I feel like this season, Taurus, is it Taurus? Yeah. Taurus, I feel like you're going to do well. You've learned, you've changed, you've grown. Don't forget that, okay? All right, Taurus, that was for you. The next sign is going to be for my Virgo. For me, hi, please pull a card for me. No, we're doing Earth and Air right now. Earth and Air. Earth and Air. So we already finished Taurus. The next sign is Virgo. If you want a personal reading, go to my email. In the description box below is an email. Send me an email and we can do a personal reading, okay? A private reading. All right. Hey, White Runs. Welcome. Welcome. All right, Virgo, Virgo. All these cards fell. I don't know if I want them. I'm going to Oh, no, I do want these. I want these. I want these. I love this reading for Virgo already. I'm using the Black Moon Astrology cards for you guys. All right. Virgo, 1719 for Virgo. All right, so for the Black Moon Astrology cards, I'm getting Moon, Soul, right? Look at this character. He's sitting still, kind of reflecting. It almost seems like you're in a period of isolation because nobody's around you. You're just pensive in the dark, thinking and feeling, The green, it almost seems like you're trying to tap into some feeling of like love, but that frequency is kind of low. Do you see what I'm saying? It almost seems like, to be honest with you, if I can be honest with you, it almost seems like you're feeling really depressed, lonely, not alone, lonely. Do you see what I'm saying? Somebody's feeling really lonely this season, and the usual thing that they would do, they would run to like attachments or things that would help them soothe that pain. But I'm getting this season, you know better. This season, you're choosing to be literally deal with that loneliness on your own to see what's really hidden underneath, right? Because I know that when we sit still with the divine, God, Allah, whatever you want to call it, the universe, when you sit still with the universe and you sit there and you cry, after the crying, after you really tap into what those feelings are, you feel better afterwards. And I feel like you know that that's part of your healing journey at this stage of your game. So if you have been feeling lonely, sit still with those feelings just to see what is coming up. Because there's something there in that depression. There's something there in those feelings of loneliness that are going to help you. They're going to help you get to know yourself at a deeper level. It's going to help you reconnect with parts of self that have been felt abandoned by you. Not just others, right? Because people can abandon you in this lifetime. No one owes you anything, right? But what about you? Where do you tend to abandon yourself? And I feel like this is a season where you're going to sit still and figure out what you left behind and what you need to go get back. Like, what did you leave behind? And it's time to take it back. Bring it back with you. Right? Because it's our job, our responsibility to take care of ourselves, to love ourselves, right? Even if we never learned how, we can learn how, right? And I think that's where the accountability part takes place. So that's you this season. You know, it's almost as if the more you tap into that sadness, right? Because here you are with Pisces, I believe, delving deep within and realizing, hey, what's beneath the surface? What are these feelings that are coming up? What did I forget? What did I leave behind? Where can I love myself more? Where can I surrender more? Right? Where can I be more in tune with self? Tap into that heart frequency, right? And then the deeper you go within this Pisces energy, it almost looks like a conch shell in the darkness. So in the pit of the darkness, I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When you sit still and there's no noise around you, it's that those emotions come up and that fear is amplified. Your heart starts beating and you know there's something there, right? And that's where you're at right now, traversing the valley of shadow, right? The valley of shadow of death. Yeah, with Black Moon Lilith, here you are. The truth comes out. There's a version of you that's coming out and speaking to you. You can't ignore this version of you anymore. You can't hide it. You can't run from it. You can't do anything. You've done everything else but this, and there's nothing else to do but this. Engage with this energy. It's essentially you. It's a part of you left behind, and now you got to face it and bring it with you. And in order for you to do that, you have to hear what this version of you has to say. I think you sat down and realized that you felt very lonely for a long time. I don't think people really know about this. I think you have focused so much on your work, your projects, everything else under the sun. You could even be married. You could even have children. But there's a part of you that still feels like lonely. Like it's just not enough. And again, this has to do with you. Once you deal with this, the Black Moon Lilith, what are the things you really want? Maybe you guys really want better friends, better partners, a better relationship with your children, right? It depends on what you want, to each his own. But I'm getting somebody realizes that they want more, right? An elevated state of, I want to say elevation or a deeper understanding of your friendships, partners, relationships. And here you are, 11th house friends. I think you just need some love and support, right? I feel like you want to be heard. You want to be understood. And maybe the people you've been around haven't been able to give you that. And again, I don't know if it really is your friends, your relationships, your partners, your family members, your mom, dad. I don't know if these people actually, what if they actually are giving you the love that you need, but you just cannot receive it. So again, this is why I'm saying this has to do with you at a deeper level. Because once you get to that deeper level, you understand that nobody can give you that type of love that you're seeking. That's something that comes within. But you need to face it. And once you do, you'll know. You'll know, right? Because, okay, it could be whether they give you the love that you need or they don't, you'll know what to do after. But this all has to do with you finding out, making peace with those versions of self that you weren't able to before. Okay? That's great. I'm glad you feel pretty good. Stay tuned. All right. So, as I was saying, that's 11th house. So, a deeper understanding, and again, a deeper understanding of self is what's needed this season. More self-love, more compassion this season. Maybe you've just missed, I feel like a lot of you guys want really good conversation this season, right? Just deeper, something deeper here is what I'm getting. You want something deeper. And I see you guys getting that. But again, go within, figure out what it is that you want. If you can give it to yourself, great. I feel like the more open you are to self, then you're more open and willing to receive love from others, right? Which is what you feel you need right now, love and support. All right, let's see what else. I'm going to use the Black Enemy Tarot. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. Okay. We literally just went through the reading and I said, nobody can give you the type of love that you need but yourself. And this person was on this chat right now saying, do you know me? Do you remember me? Like, bro, I just told you what you needed to do. Go within and figure it out. Because nobody can love you in the way that you love yourself. I feel like that person really needs to dig deep. I had to delete her because she was getting annoying. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, the World. Wait, was this the card that fell out? Let me draw a couple more cards. Yeah, I feel like there's a gift. I feel like the minute you dig deep within, you're going to see that there's a gift here for you because it's the World, but it's wrapped in a bow. So I'm getting that if you were lost and seeking a sense of direction, you're going to find it. But again, it's like whenever you feel lost outside in your surroundings, it's because we need to go within. The divine does that. It does that exactly so that you won't know where to go. You won't know what to do. Nothing makes sense. Whenever you start feeling like that, when you start feeling like so lost, you go within. The divine does it on purpose. So you know to go within. And then once you do, I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. You'll find your sense of purpose and direction again. Because you're going from, you see how these signs are here? There's so many routes to take, so many ways to go, but there's no clear sense of direction. Here you are, you finally move forward with the Page of Wands energy, but you're happy. You're happy again. Your understanding of your journey, your understanding of self, and that's only because you went deep inside when you were feeling lonely and you were able to go within and heal that. Once you heal those feelings of loneliness, you'll know, hey, you've got yourself. Right? Now you can move forward, and then it's almost as if, again, it's accountability season. Right? We can't blame our friends. We can't blame our family for feeling lonely. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not their fault. It's no one's fault, but I just think that the accountability part here of owning up to that and finding out why you feel so alone, that is healing to the self, right? It's nobody's fault, like I said, but it's the healing that takes place that is just worth going within and facing the darkness, right? The feelings of isolation and feeling lonely. So, all right, that was for my Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next sign is going to be for Capricorns. Cappy. How do I do? Hello, Buzzra. Welcome. If you are dressed, then a little more view. Yeah. All right. Capricorn. For you guys, I'm going to use the Black Moon Astrology cards. Okay. 2 cards already fell. This is amazing. This is Virgo. You know this is it. All right, this is beautiful. There's just so much on these 4 cards. I don't even think I need to pull any more cards. Capricorn. Okay. 2856. Okay. All right, so we have North Node, right? Life purpose, drive, taking the action to move forward, right? Discovery of self, opening of the heart, aligning to your purpose, right? This is you. This almost reminds me of the sun because of the clarity. There's so much clarity. It almost seems like the sun is coming in and getting rid of the darkness or the lack of clarity. Or if you've been in the darkness for a long time, it's like this season you get to open up and you've never been more sure than you are now. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, boss lady. Welcome. Yes, just in time. Exactly. To reading on Gemini. Not yet, Buzzra. Gemini is after. So after Capricorn, we're doing Gemini, okay? All right. All right. So as I was saying, life purpose. This is the sun. This is, I don't know why I'm getting the sun energy. Exposing something. I feel like you came out this season. No pun intended, right? I better choose my words carefully right now. You literally came out of the darkness, of the shadows. It almost seems like you were playing it. I don't want to say you were playing it small. I just think maybe out of protection, security, fear, or just like maybe you didn't want to be seen. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like this season, you came out to play. The real you is coming out, and I feel like you're unapologetic about it. I don't know why this is coming out with North Node. And then you got the lunar eclipse right under, which was really cute. I feel like you're realizing the power that you have. This character is, look at how she's able to play. Gender doesn't matter. Look at how they're able to play with what's in front of them. Do you see what I'm saying? The power. I feel like you are realizing how much power you have in this, I don't want to say simulation, in this life. You're understanding like what you're able to contribute to your surroundings, the people you're around, whatever you engage, right? Whatever you choose to engage in. I feel like you have so much power and so much to give to certain things. It's like your contribution is huge. And I feel like by you coming out and being yourself, you're realizing how you're contributing to, again, your surroundings, the people around you, life in general, your own life and others. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this never would have happened if you hadn't done the healing work that you've done. But because you have, there's this level of self-acceptance here. There's a level of self-acceptance. There's a level of understanding of self, your own power, right? Your own divinity and your own darkness. Oh, dang, Capricorn. Okay. I'm also getting you're the ruler of the material realm, right? With Saturn energy, but I'm getting you're the ruler of everything. And you understand the principles and the science behind what you're doing. It almost gives me magician energy. Like you know what to do in certain circumstances, which is why your probability of achieving or succeeding is higher. Like there was never any doubt that you would succeed. Do you see what I'm saying? And as the years go by, you just get stronger, better, faster. It's not even about resilience. It's really just about like what you can do as a person. Right? This is really interesting. I'm also getting okay with water element sensing. The only reason you're able to understand your own power, right, divinity, is because you're also the ruler of the underworld. I don't know why I got that. You're the ruler of the underworld. I'm getting scorpionic energy. Although it's just water element, right? It's sensing, but I'm getting that psychic, intuitive realm is yours. It's yours. You own it, right? Not trying to get egoistic about it, right? Let's not get egoistic about it. But I'm saying this in a very confident, loving way. You understand the magnitude of your own power. Not yet. Not yet. Libra is in after. This is Capricorn, then it's Gemini, then it's Libra. Okay, stick around. Stick around. Hey, come on, welcome. Okay, sorry. As I was saying, this is such a good reading, guys. I love this. You have the water elements. I'm getting the ruler of the underworld. It's giving me scorpionic energy, right? And then the card that came after was scorpionic energy. This is what makes you the ruler of the underworld. Who better than you to go deep down within and then discover those parts of self that people don't want to, they will not even go near. You're the only one, right? I'm talking about you because you're in this reading. You're the one that goes deep down, dives deep down, and then finds the answers. No matter how painful it is, because it could take you months. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. It's the fact that you're willing to do it time and time and time again. The only difference is that this time you do it faster. So this is what makes me know that you are the mage, right? The magician. You're the ruler of the underworld, right? And you know yourself, know thyself so well. How can you even go towards your life purpose if you don't even know who you are? But you do. That's the point. So when you dive deep under, you get what you need, right? Then you go right back up, because you delve deep down, then you go right back up. And guess what? Look at the power that comes out of you because of all the hard work that you did. You own up to things. You discover who you are, your talents, your abilities, right? You're honest about your limitations, which is why you're a balanced whole here. You're balanced, right? You know where you need the most help. You know where you have the best assets, right? And I feel like that's gonna take you far, and it does, because look, at the end of the day, that's why you move forward with your life with more conviction than you did before, because you understand this process and you do it very well. You may not think you do. You may complain and say, "Oh my God, this is so painful. This is terrible." But at the end of the day, if we put you in a room in front of other people, and I sit here and I tell you, okay, go deep down within and figure out what you need to figure out, and then come back out and then tell me what you learned, you would do this like that. That's the whole point. Why am I even saying this? I feel like, what's the point of saying this? I feel like this is so important. This is important to you, not only you, but I feel like there's people at play here. There's a lot of people at play here that are going to come into your life, and this is going to be so crucial. Like, you don't understand the amount of people you're actually helping by being this version of yourself. By being that fearless, by being that, willing. You always think, well, it's probably for me, right? It's just for me, so I don't really have to do so much, but you still do, right? People always choose the path of least resistance, but with you, it's like, that if you do the hard stuff now, it gets easier later on in life. And I feel like because you're willing to do that with self, while no one else is looking around you, you're not doing it for anybody else but yourself. I feel like that in turn, what you didn't see coming is that there's going to be people, there are people that even in your past that saw what you did. They saw what you did, and then they were like, oh my God, like, that's possible. So not only were you an influence or a good influence to self, but you were influence to others. That's how the universe works. But you weren't even paying attention to that. That wasn't the point. It could have been when you started, but then you that was not even a priority, right? Because once you're deep down in the shit, it's like nobody can save you but you, right? So we go through periods of being alone. And then when we come back out and when we're around people, it's like they see conviction within you, and they see, dang, how did they? It's almost as if they see you, and you prove to people that the impossible is possible. So they want to be around you. The reason this reading had to come out, Capricorn, is, again, I feel like the divine just wants you to know that that's the whole point. I feel like God also brings his people, and people know if you're a person of God or not by the way you live your life. So God is also an example. It shows you, it lives out through you as an example of what it is to follow the Lord's will. Do you see what I'm saying? Thanks, Kai. Not speaking truth when I walk in again. Tamika. Man, I just missed Capricorn. Yeah, you did. It was fire, girl. It was fire. Don't worry, go back. Capricorn 2856. 2856 for Capricorn. Go back and watch it. It's really good. And that was only 4 cards, yo. 4 cards. But see how, like, a lot of people came in to hear this reading when this reading came out? Because y'all needed to hear that. I feel like a lot of y'all will sit here. I mean, you've done it so many times, right? But you know how, like, when you know we're supposed to go within and do the work, like, you know, there's stages in life where we have to start doing a certain thing at a certain time, and you're like, why? I don't want to do it. But the divine's saying, if you do it now, it gets easier later, but then you get the rewards later, or you're happier later, and people see that and they want to be like you. Not saying that that's a good enough reason. What I'm saying is that remember, God also speaks through people, and I feel like that your commitment to self, your commitment to your life's purpose by digging deep within, yields results. It yields power, and it yields optimism or motivation for others. When I say motivation for others, it brings in, like, it just causes people to really go within and do their own stuff. So by doing the right thing, I feel like it's a privilege. It's a privilege for us and the people viewing us, right? Because it seems easy, but it really isn't. And y'all know, right? So, but this is for y'all. This reading's for you guys. Double tap the screen, y'all. I'm watching. Yes. Was that you, Rebecca? Oh my God. Okay, Rebecca. Tell me why I was a little scared. Okay, because it didn't have your face on the email, so I had no idea if it was you or I was being scammed. So yes, I did get your email. Yes. I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say too, like, watch it, y'all. Scammers are out there. Okay, so it really was you. It was text too. No, it didn't come up. When I clicked on the text, nothing came up. So you might have to resend that. All I saw was the message you sent me on one of them, and the other two emails didn't have anything on it. So could you re-email it for me, please? Thank you. You're the best. All right, that was for my Capricorn. The next sign is going to be for my Gemini. If you guys want to go back to Capricorn, it's 2856, okay? All right, Gemini. Let me pull out a couple more cards because there's two different energies here, and I really want to make sure that I'm getting both energies and their perspectives on this reading, okay? 1 second. Libra is ongoing. Not yet. After this Gemini, it's going to be Libra, okay? So Gemini and then Libra. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Why? Okay. No, Capricorn. Capricorn is, you missed it. It's go back to 28 minutes and 56 seconds, Buzzra. Yeah, exactly. Now we're at Gemini. Gemini right now. 43:48. 43:48 is Gemini. Okay. 28:50. Yeah, thank you, Tamika. Okay. Ooh. All right. So I'm getting, with the Black Moon astrology cards, I'm getting a provoker, Grand Cross. I feel like it was meant to happen at this time. I feel like you guys are about to have a conversation with somebody. It's a Grand Cross provoker. It was meant to happen at this time. The only reason I'm saying that is because you got air, communication. This is the Sagittarius that came out, but it came out like this, so I want to keep it like this, okay? It almost seems like to you, this seems like it's a pivotal moment in your life. This conversation that's about to happen, it's overdue. It's time. This is the right time for it, right? And I feel like you've been preparing yourself for this for a while now, and I feel like you're ready. You may be having second doubts, maybe not wanting to have this conversation, but you know you're gonna have to. If this isn't you, somebody's gonna come in and have a communication with you. And it's I feel like although you're afraid of what you guys are going to talk about, like you're afraid of what the outcome may be, it's actually going to be helpful to you. Whatever this person tells you is actually going to help free you. There's something very enlightening about this conversation because of the purple behind it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost as if this contract is good. You can finally let go of this contract for once and for all. But once you do, it's like you need to let this last bit of it go. So this last things that you guys talk about is going to bring in a healing that you're going to need to have in order for you to fully let go and move on. This is a serious conversation. I don't know if this is a family member, a significant other, an ex, right? An ex-best friend, like something very pivotal here, very important. With the sun spirit, again, it's like you're a little afraid. I feel like you're afraid of what is going to be said here. You're afraid that once you go through with this conversation, it'll be, because once this conversation takes place, it's the end. That's it. It's done. And I feel like maybe you weren't ready for that at an emotional, energetic level, even a physical one. I don't think you were ready for it. And now it's like, okay, tick, 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 right? It's here. You're like, I don't know, do I really want to do this? And you're a little scared. You're a little scared to go down the rabbit hole to figure out what it is that you're going to find here. Because remember, when you have this conversation with this person, it's going to bring in clarity. It's almost going to give you a different perspective, not only of self, but your contribution to whatever this situation was, environment, contract, relationship. It's going to give you a better understanding of who you were, what you were to this person, to the situation, how well and bad you know things went. And I feel like depending on the level that this person or situation can go, right? If they can go deep into the conversation, then there's more insight there for you. It could also just be insight about how things change, how people change, and how far apart you have grown from this situation or person. And so it's going to be eye-opening. It almost seems to me like if there were ever any doubts or things that came up, but you never had answers to, you finally get some type of closure. It might not be the closure you wanted, but we have to be open to whatever we do get from this moment, right? For some of you guys, you maybe never thought you'd be able to do this, but you're at a place where you've done enough healing where you can walk away in peace. So I feel like this is the perfect ending, the perfect time for the ending, so that you can finally move on to bigger and better things. It really depends on what you want to do, right? But I'm getting that you really want to close a chapter in your book. If you don't, that's fine. You can always, you choose whatever you want. It's free will. But I'm getting that this conversation it's important. This is something you do have to have. I feel like there's going to be some type of apology or wanting to make amends in this situation, depending on like how serious the situation was and depending on like your part in it. I don't know if this person or situation would receive it the best way possible, or we don't know if the situation or the person will make the amends back. What we do know is that you just want to leave things off in the best way possible, right? Best case scenario. And so here you are going into the situation open, willing and open to the truth and clarity of it all. Oh, okay. Thank you, Buzzra. Very true. Okay. Okay, Yod, destiny, right? It was meant to be. It's time. It's time. You got this. It's time. I'm getting, you're going to take like a couple of days to really breathe and process how you want to handle this. You're going to do a great job. There's something in it for you. There's something in it for this person or situation. Remember, situations and other people also deserve some. I don't want to say they deserve. I want to say it's always good to leave things off on a good note, right? And maybe You know, it could be gut-wrenching for the other person as well, or, you know, whoever else you're having this conversation with. It could be scary for this person. You know, we don't know how this other person is feeling. And so it's going to be difficult or scary, or it might be nerve-wracking here, but you can do this. You can do this. I don't sense any harm that you want to inflict on this person. I don't see you being spiteful here, because I feel like you're actually over it. Like, I feel like you actually took the time to take your time to move on. And I feel like this is all that's left. I think you did it energetically. All that's left is like to do it in the physical. And then the truth comes in, Saturn, truth. I feel like for some of you guys though, feelings will arise again. Feelings that you thought you were over, just because I feel like that this is the end of it. This is the finality of it. Like, either way, whether you choose to re-engage in the situation or talk to these people again, that's fine. But there's a ending here. Endings and conclusions with this certain stage of the contract. So if you want to renew a contract or start over, by all means, with them or not, you can. The whole point is, though, there needs to be like an ending to a certain stage, and I feel like that's it. You're going to get the truth here. 6, we talk about karma. We talk about peace, harmony. I feel like there's something very peaceful, or there is something very peaceful and humbling about the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? There's always something peaceful and humbling about the truth, no matter how, if it's painful, no matter if it's whatever, it's still, it's this thing about knowing. At least you know. Right? At least you got some closure, and I feel like that's what you need. Or maybe if not, that's what you need. It's just, maybe that's what you get. Maybe that might just be a reward that you get, right? We don't know. What we do know is that it's time. It's time to have this conversation, and you know it. So take a breather, and then whenever you're ready, or whenever this person, if this is a person thinking about having this conversation with you, they will. It's time. It's inevitable. I feel like this is inevitable because your lives are tied somehow. So you're going to have to deal with each other this final time, or again. I see that. So you got this. Okay, that was for Gemini. Anything else for Gemini? No, that was enough. That was 9 minutes. I don't want any more. All right. Libra. That reading was scary. Who was that reading for? I don't know. Libra. For you guys, I'm gonna use the Black Moon astrology cards, and I'm gonna use the anime tarot. Oh man, this card came out. I can't even find it. The World card came out. There it is. Oh. That's so many cards. I think I'm just gonna keep it at this. I'm gonna keep it at 4 cards, okay? Libra. 53. All right. I have 2 cards here. 8th house, 10th house. You know what they both have in common? Endings and beginnings. Full circle. Finality. This season, not only because we're going towards the end of the year, right? Towards the holidays and toward transitioning to a slower period, that feminine energy period, right? But I'm getting that like it's over. It's over. Something's over. And I feel like this is the time where you're sitting here, and although this is Venus, you're looking back, you're reflecting on everything that happened in your cycle, in your life, all the experiences where you felt like you lost, all the experiences where you actually learned so much, right? All the experiences that changed you into the person that you are today. Because let's be honest, the person you are now versus the person you were like 5-6 years ago, okay, look at the difference. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, you're nowhere near the same person. That's how you know you really changed, right? And people say it all the time, people don't change. No, you did. You chose to. You knew you wanted to. There was nothing there. Wherever you were at, there was nothing there for you at the time. So you knew you needed to become something else, or at least become something you would be proud of. You would become something that would be worth. I feel like you felt it would be worth going through. It would be worth it going through a spiritual awakening, and you did. But now you're looking back. I'm getting you're looking back. It's almost as if you need to. I'm not saying you need to, but I feel like you're doing it just to see how far you've come this season. I'm also getting like you're wondering, maybe a couple of years ago, you could have thought this isn't even worth it. This whole transition, this whole spiritual awakening journey is so difficult, right? And you still kept going, and you still, had no certainty that you would even be okay years down the line, and then you still did it. And so now you're looking back like, dang, this actually was worth it. Because you can say goodbye to the versions of you that, although we're optimistic or thought this path would be easier, you're letting go of this, I don't want to say naive. You're letting go of this version of you that thought things would be easier or things would have gone your way. It's almost as if it's that feeling of expectations. You're letting that go. This season, you're understanding that expectations aren't really the best, right? We really work with what's given to us. And we learn to, if anything, that's what we learn, right? Allowing to accept life on life's terms. And I feel like this is a season where you can kind of sit back and say, okay, I understand that. You understand that. And no love lost. I'm also getting you're saying goodbye to people and situations, and on in an energetic level, you're saying goodbye to people and places and things that you once gravitated towards. But if these offers were to come to you now, you probably wouldn't even take them. You wouldn't. You're just too wise at this point. You've learned too much. That's always a good thing. For some people, it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go. And I feel like you're just mourning that. You're mourning letting go of the version of you that has gotten you as far as you've come, right? And I think there's a lot of respect that you personally have for the version of you that's taking you as far as you went. Right? And now you know you got to let that version of you go so that you can become someone else at this next stage of your life, right? Because it's an ending. It's time to start something else. And a new something else is going to require change, learning, growth, right? But it's different contracts. It's different lessons. It's going to require a different approach, different strategy, different version of you. And I feel like you love yourself enough to go and do it. You're open enough to want to go and try again, which says a lot about who you are as a person. You're willing to restart your life or just start again. You got Aquarius energy, I know. This also with Venus, it's beautiful energy. It's very subtle, it's very calm, it's very loving, but it's like it's that lust for life. No, let's not say lust for life, because this is a healthier version of it. You're just hopeful for life. What life brings to you on a daily basis, that's what you look forward to. You're not looking for anything more. You're not looking for anything less. I feel like you just become a little bit more realistic with how life is and your understanding of that. And you're willing to play by life's rules, which says a lot about who you are as a person. Remember, it's that saying, like, we just become more flexible and understanding, more open, more willing. Right? Things don't get easier. We just learn to deal with them. And I feel like with that type of mentality, you're going to go really far. I am getting, though, that you guys are still a little sad here. So there is some type of mourning that's taking place in order for you to wrap this up so that you can completely let it go. But you will. You will. Because you always do. I got Scorpio again. Okay, so Scorpionic energy twice. Transformation. I did tell you that. Mourning old versions of you so you can let them go and become something else. And this is how you come out. Almost seems to me like you've become a little bit rougher, like tough exterior. It's funny because I feel like that's out of protection and out of the experiences that you have, but the divine's actually remolding you, reshaping you. It's trying to make you more open and loose. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this is your hard exterior, and the divine's trying to break you down. It's trying to break that down, that the physical, the tension, the root chakra. It's trying to just really align it. It's trying to really it's like breaking you out of your exterior shell. Okay. All right, what's next? Give me 1 second. I'm getting you're really untamed. Yo, you see the bull out here? Like this little thing is running. This is you. You're very untamed. I feel like people may be a little scared of you because you're just so strong. Right? You're very strong-willed. You're very, like people, it's hard for somebody to rein you in. You're that person people cannot control. And I feel like you're just that wild spirit. Like you're that, like you're the horse, or like that stallion energy. I'm getting that stallion, fiery Aries energy. I know this is Scorpio, but I'm getting like that fiery energy. You just take off. But there's this roughness to you. So maybe the divine is saying to step into that Aries, childlike wonder energy. That's going to help you transition a little bit better, because if you've been trying to figure out how to do it, right? If you're trying to get out of that rough exterior, right? Of that, the Scorpionic exterior, the best way to do it is to adapt Aries into it. You need a little fire, right? That childlike wonder, that sacral and root chakra energy, tap into that to help you just be a little bit more alive, more free, right? I feel like there's so much you can do in that energy. Like the divine wants you to have more fun. I feel like by you having more fun, it's the only way it's going to help you loosen up from that rough exterior that you've been in for a long time. And it's not your fault. I just think it's life, right? Life happens sometimes. Let's see what else. I can't believe I dropped my cards. Oh. Yeah, the Chariot, look, inner child. Dang, I didn't even know. I wasn't even expecting that inner child conversation. I just saw the bull there. Oh, it's not even a bull. Okay, it was not a bull. My bad. But I see the inner child here. And then the stallion energy. See? And I just shuffled this. It just came out with the Chariot number 7. It's that yang energy, that masculine energy. But I'm getting with this masculine energy, you can move forward, but take this inner child with you. Let it show you. It almost seems to me like before you take off, seek guidance from this inner child, because this inner child is going to show you other things that you can do that are way more fun in the moment, and you could still have the same outcome. So for example, right, let's just use something really generic. If you guys are working out and you hate working out, right? Instead of like doing the same regimens every week, let your inner child come out and show you other ways you can do this while having fun. So if you have to take a dance class, if you have to, want to do karate or something to help you kind of get your workout, but do it in a way where it's more fun to you. Do that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's solutions to everything, but you could also still have fun in the process. Hey, welcome. Okay, that was for my Libra. That's perfect. All right, the next line is going to be for my Aquarius. You know what I wanted to say about that Libra one though? Wait, before we finish. There was a death card, like with that Scorpionic card that I showed you. There was somebody like in death mode. I feel like that's the death of your adult self. I know that's going to sound weird. Your adult self, that really strong persona of yours, that protective persona of yours is dying, so that the inner child can emerge and take over. Let that death take place. I'm telling you, it is the best thing that's ever going to happen. For some of you guys, I think you're going to come to the realization that you are powerless over like having fun. You don't know how to have fun. And I don't mean drinking and smoking and doing things that are harmful 24/7. That's not what I'm saying. I mean real fun. I'm not saying drinking and smoking is not fun. I'm just saying real fun. Things that you would never have thought were fun until you allow your inner child to show you. Then you're going to be like, oh, okay. Other outlets, healthy outlets, right? Okay, now we can move on to Aquarius. That was for my Libras. This is interesting. Oh, okay. Aquarius. 6719. Okay. That's 10719. Okay. Aquarius. Somebody here is in the mood. Somebody was thinking, okay, I'm missing something. There's something that I want. I don't know what it is. I've been feeling a craving and I don't understand why. I'm feeling like I need something, but I can't figure it out. Yeah, you can. Right? Pisces energy, diving deep inside. What it is that you want or need right now. I think someone needs sexual stimulation. That's all it is. With Libra energy, I'm getting that this is what you need to be a little bit more balanced. I feel like the opposite sexual energy, or like the the sexual energy from the opposite sex, is something that's going to help you be a little bit more balanced in your own energy. That's crazy, right? But people do say that it happens all the time. That's why you have to be very careful who your partner is, and you're not just having one night stands. I'm not saying don't, right? I'm just saying you receive information, right, from somebody while you're in that situation. So yeah, it almost seems to me like you're in need of it, and it's helping you. That type of sensory of pleasure to the brain is helping you memorize things better. It puts you in a more gentle mood. So like, I feel like you're not only do you have a rush of endorphins and dopamine, right? But I'm getting like your body feels better. Do you see what I'm saying? Like all parts of you feel better, and you're more open, right, to receiving channeled messages, intuitive messages. It almost seems like you're more in tune with the psychic realm when you are in that energy. So that's what you've been craving. But I'm not getting just any like Well, it's sexual energy. I don't want to, it's sexual energy, okay? It does wonders for you. So I'm getting if somebody's a little scared or afraid of wanting that, but they don't have like a specific partner, or they don't want to go around and just sleep with everything that walks. I'm getting that, you know, it's still healthy to, you know, want to have it. So I feel like if somebody's judging themselves, saying that, you know, it's not healthy or it's not good, it is. It's just, you know, you want to do it with the right people. Because if you do it with somebody that's so low vibe, I mean, that's horrible to the body, right? I mean, you still feel good, but you just have to be careful with that energy, right? Being transferred into you. Especially someone on drugs. Oh my God. As I was saying, yeah, I just feel like you need a little fun. And just be aware of it and don't judge yourself for wanting that. Don't judge yourself for it. We're humans and we deserve to, you know, we seek pleasure. We deserve to have it. With the 6th house routine, it's a part of your everyday life. We're human, right? And so this person's naked. Isn't that funny? This person's freaking naked. Like, this is hilarious. And this card came out. And it initially came out like this. So I was still getting like someone needing, right? Some loving. With the water element, sensing, yeah. I always feel like you get replenished. Or you just feel better. Your sacral gets activated when this happens. And so it's good for you. It's calming. And again, I'm getting once after you're done, I feel like you do connect with your psychic, that psychic intuitive energy more. It's heightened a lot more. Let's see what else. Somebody's just afraid of this truth though. I feel like somebody judges sex harshly, or they just don't want to see themselves as a sexual person. There's this stigma of if I'm sexual or highly sexual, or if I'm as sexual as my darkness wants me to be, then it's not good for me. Or maybe somebody took years to have a handle in their sexuality or sexual energy. So maybe if you were all about sexual energy at one point in your life and now you're kind of taming it, I feel like somebody's afraid that if you let it out of the box, you let this sexuality of yours flourish, it might backfire, or it might be something that's going to be harder to tame later on. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's afraid to let loose here because of the consequences, but the truth is we all need it. This is a part of our lives, and I feel like somebody's just afraid, maybe because they don't have a handle of their sexuality as well as they would want. That could be like sexual addictions. That could be like sexual attachments, making bad decisions based off of sexual partners or just energy, right? And I feel like somebody's afraid of their own humanness because it's your humanness. It's who you are. But I feel like somebody just doesn't want to go there. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Yeah, somebody's feels shame. I'm getting somebody feel shame here. There's something about, there's something impure about sex here. They feel it's impure, or maybe good things don't happen when they have sex, or they're just afraid of it. Somebody may just be afraid of their own sexuality. Plain and simple. See what else. Happy birthday. Why does your name say loser? Change that name. I don't like that. You're not a loser. You're a person. Look at me telling this person to change their name. Free will, right? I don't like that name. That's like you speaking badly about yourself. I don't like that. All right. The Sun. Yeah. I feel like this is a part of happiness, your sexuality, or you being open to the fact that your sexuality is worth investing in, like you having the right to have sex is healthy and it's good and it's ultimately going to make you happy. Because this is something you should be able to enjoy in this lifetime instead of being afraid of it or engrossed by it, right? I feel like you just had a really bad understanding of what sex was maybe when you were younger. I don't want to go deeper than that. You know why, right? But I feel like you deserve to be sexually stimulated in a healthy, loving way that isn't, for you to feel shameful about. There's nothing wrong with what you want. It's a part of you. And I feel like this is you discovering that or being understanding of self for wanting or having these urges and needs, and then you abiding by it. Like I said, you deserve it. As long as you're not harming anyone, we should be good, right? Yeah, somebody definitely probably had like issues. I don't want to say like erectile dysfunction or something like that, but I'm getting like somebody's can't really, they have issues, health issues in that area. And it might be just because of what they went through growing up, or it just might have been stigmatized or religiously been told that that's not okay. Like, I don't know what you went through, but I'm getting that you're healing that part of self. You're healing that sacral and root chakra energy, and you're getting like just understanding of your own needs and not being angry at yourself because you have them. Okay? No. Okay, that was for Aquarius. All right, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else left. We just finished all the readings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I think that's it. And hopefully you guys are doing good. What else? Oh yeah, for the 10-10 portal, because what is it, at 10-9? I want to do something for the 10-10 portal tomorrow. So I'm going to try my best to do something for the 10-10 portal tomorrow. We can do like a reading on it, just on that alone. We'll do a reading on the 10-10 portal and then see what else I want to add into that, okay? All right, guys. I think this is where I drop off. I love you. What time you start your stream? Usually like around, I don't know, whenever I feel like it. I'll leave it in this. You guys will get notifications at what time I started, because I'll usually like let you know 30 minutes to an hour ahead of time. Mostly 30 minutes ahead of time. So tomorrow I might stream around 3 p.m. Maybe 4. I'll let you guys know, yeah? Anime vibes, welcome to my channel. Okay, perfect. I love you guys. Should I do another channel? I don't know if I want to stream. Do I want to answer questions today? I don't think so. I don't think I'm in the mood. No, I think I'm gonna let it go. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.